Hey guys, what's going on? This Chippy99 here today from We Mad Bros, bringing you round 3 of season 2 of the URL F1 2017 Championship here in Bahrain. As always, we start off with qualifying, and as you can see on the screen, that final mistake there on our final flying lap was our only flying lap. The one before, we made a huge mistake and went wide, meaning the lap did not count, and our first lap was nowhere near quick enough. So you can see the results, and we'll be starting this race all the way down in P12. We'll have tyre choice, but it's definitely not ideal. On the grid then, you can see we are second to last. We've got to pray that something goes on, or our strategy starting on the mediums, we're the only ones doing it, is key as we ready up for 5 lights. And we are underway as someone makes a jump start. It's an okay start from ourselves. There's contact up further ahead. There's a huge crash, huge pile-up from all the field. Nearly every single driver is facing the wrong way into turn 1. A huge incident there. Unbelievable scenes. We're up into P6. We've barely even started this Grand Prix. I'm sure there's guys ahead that have also made some contact. But that's a perfect start to this race. Someone's running wide there perhaps, but I don't think we're going to be able to get him. But wow, what a start that was. And as we look back at the replay, it was actually the guy who jump started which caused this absolute carnage, as you see everyone just plough into each other. We were so lucky not to get any damage, but I squeezed onto the brakes. But here's the commentary from the actual stream.
There we go, and the lights go out, and away we go. Oh, there's a big pile up at the start line. Oh my God! Oh! Oh my! What on earth was that?
So as you now join me back on board with fighting with the Haskar, is running out wide. Then the Torosso obviously has damage, going slow. It's Clarky. We chuck it up the inside of the Torosso. He has a much better exit than ourselves, but as you can see, he does have damage on the front right end plate on his front wing. So it's an easy 2 positions there. Very spicy indeed. And at the end of the first lap, we started on the back row of the grid. Someone now comes in and causes a yellow flag actually, but by the end of the first lap we're P3. Unbelievable scenes. I really could not have wished for a better start to this Grand Prix. We're also starting to catch up with Dreadlight. Then on lap 3, what's this? Race leader in the Ferrari, we go around the outside. Easy move. Obviously there's been some misdemeanor there. Turns out he turned into the wall. He lost the rear end, slammed into the wall, and we gained position. But as you can see on lap 7 or lap 6, we take the lead of the race. Dreadlight decides it was time to come in, and a couple of laps later on lap 10, we decided it's time to move off of the mediums onto the softs. And I was really finding that the mediums on this race were really not as durable as I thought they would be. Obviously I was planning the medium, soft, super soft, but after 10 laps the mediums are already losing me pace. So as you can see, after these stops we are going to come out behind Dreadlight and behind WRL Hamilton. So not too bad a P3, but after WRL Hamilton's collision with the wall I was hoping for a bit better. But lap 15 at the halfway stage, huge drama as race leader Dreadlight disconnects from the session. I mean, there's nothing worse to happen in a league race than a disconnect, and Dreadlight, questionable driving last time out in China, but today he has been punished after what is a potential race win. He now is going to struggle probably to get on the podium, but he might be able to do it. He's just got to join back as quickly as he can and try and fight. Lap 17, DRS is in effect. We're catching race leader WRL Hamilton, but his tyres are definitely going off. And as we head towards the final corner, we go for a bit of a dummy move just to pressurise him into a mistake. He carries the curb a bit too much, loses the rear end, slides a bit. We're going to be able to pass him, but he's into the pits anyway. is WRL Hamilton. Now this will mean he gets undercut, but as you can see, 32% on the front left, which means the next lap we have to come in for some fresh softs. Obviously we were not close enough for the supers. I had no idea what was going on this race. I could just not get the tyres working, whether it was degradation or pace. I was really just not there. Bahrain's not necessarily a track I'm amazing at. It's not one of my better tracks, like say Suzuka. That's probably one of my best tracks. And Monaco, I'm not too bad at Monaco. But yes, obviously for some reason there's contact ahead. Big contact there between Butterlord, I think that is the back marker, and WRL Hamilton. I don't know if you just saw it in the distance. It was hard to make out what quite went on there, but there's definitely contact with the back marker. So this could mean a bit of spice heading in to these final 10 laps of the race, but unfortunately it was not to be. So as we come round the final corner, it was WRL Hamilton in the Ferrari who takes another win in the URL Season 2. We come home for our first podium of the season, but about our 5th in URL. We're still yet to get that first ever win in this league. Obviously today we were close, not the closest we've definitely been closer before, but it was a great effort. We tried our best, but the pace was not there. It was Dreadlight in the end who finished in P3. Fantastic job from him to climb back up the ranks. But there's no denying it. That race was defined by that turn 1 incident. Huge dramas. Look at that. Grid P12, finish P2. On the URL stream I was voted driver of the day, which is obviously a great honour. Only in the 3rd round of the season and I've been given driver of the day. I mean, I personally think last time out in China I drove a better race, but hey, I'm gonna take it, I can't lie. So it's Buzzwoman in 4th, Glitcher 5th, Antis Dan in 6th, Alex Degu the man in P7, Clarky 8th, Gaming King 9th, and Butterlord is in 10th.